Hello, my name is Awilo Alfred. I am a South Sudanese born in a small town called Yei. Yei is one of the cities in central Equatoria State. And I would like to share with you my story. Yeah, in our family, of course, I am a third born child, and it's a bit funny with my dad. Of course, my dad had married very many wives, and my mother is the first wife, and due to the living condition was not good, my mom had to move away from my dad, and she has to take us along with her, and we live with her. So she was the only person who was struggling to educate us, to give us food, to give us medication, and to give us everything. But of course, out of us in the family, to my mother, of course, I'm the only one who had gone to school and the only one who is not married, of course. And life was not easy for us to finish our primary school. Like if you want to go to school, you have to first of all, dig and have a very good, harvest, and sell those harvests and get money to go back to school. There was no another source of livelihood that could make us and my dad, because of the very many wives and very many of us, the siblings or the children to him, he could not help us to go back to school. So of course, then after that, I finished my primary after long struggle, and I also have to struggle again to finish my secondary school. And then I have to also struggle, to finish my diploma, which took me 7 years, and yet the diploma program is only 3 years. It wasn't easy. So, but on daily basis, I kept on encouraging myself how harder it is in life. Keep pushing. You are the only child who is educated in this family. So why do you also again want to drop the vision and drop the plans? So every time I don't joke with the moment I give. If I'm given the opportunity, I have to, always have to perform it to the best. So after I finished my diploma, life was hard. Money could not, financial constraint could not allow me to go back for my bachelor's, and I have to look for a job. So I got a small job in the hotel as the general manager, and I just worked for 3 months. Suddenly the war broke out in South Sudan in 2016 July. So we had again to be forced to move to the village where there's no, the security is not even tight. So in the village it became also hard because there were rampant killing. There was targeted killing of young people, and there were forcing of young people to join the army, and so it became not secure for me. And yet I had my plan to finish my education and to be a leader in my community. So then I decided to move with my siblings to Uganda. It took me also 5 days to come to reach Uganda. And of course, when I reached Uganda, I thank UN Shara and I thank government of Uganda. We were warmly welcomed and registered as refugees in the Rhino Camp refugee settlement. But of course, in the funniest thing in Rhino Camp refugee settlement, the weather is extremely hot and it's dry completely. You cannot farm. And to make matters worse also, the infrastructures in Rhino Camp, the education system, the health centers, the roads, they are completely bad. So there are no other services like the commercial banks, other services that you can easily access them. You have to travel to the city, and the city is 68 kilometers, which is the Ariwa city. So, and the roads are bad. By bus, you have to take 5 to 7 hours on the road. So it wasn't easy. So as I kept on living in this community here in Rhino Camp, things are not to people. There are rampant cases of conflicts. There are rampant cases of, suicides. There are rampant cases of voluntary repatriations. There are a lot of things. So I came up with an idea of forming Youth Camp Africa, which is a refugee-led non-profit making organization that focuses on youth empowerment programs with the main emphasis on peace building and conflict mitigation, livelihood and life skills development, education, community public health, including sexual reproductive health. That helps, to contain the situations for the refugees. Due to the engagement and the activities I've been implementing in the community, then government of Uganda recommended me to apply for Mandela Washington program. And when I applied, I was successful and I moved it to US for 3 months programs. Of course, within the 3 months, I learned a lot about business modalities, networking, NGO management, and redesign thinking. And a lot of things. So my life started changing and I started building my hope again. So after, when I was in US and I networked with very many people and I came to learn about Purpose Art. And when I went to the website of Purpose Art and I learned about the grant opportunities that Purpose Art is giving, so I had to apply, and applying without hope. I was like, I had been applying several times with international donors and they don't look into the content and the potential of the people who applied, but they just jump to direct to the refugees are burden. So sometimes more of the good proposal that we write are not considered because of our background as being refugees. So I thank Purpose Art. After that, I was given the project to train 100 youths in hairdressing, and this project changed my life completely. I received mentorship every month or every 2 months on different areas: project management, M&E, report writings, financial management, and that thing has given me. And previously here, I have been receiving other projects, but there are no mentorship. They just believe that you're already a complete system and you know everything. So what they need is just end of the month report, quarterly report, and annual report, or maybe end of the project report. So sometimes it's so challenging. But with the Purpose Art, life became easier. I started realizing this change in me. So this has given me opportunity of a lot of recommendation from the community to see that a lot of such projects comes to the community. And this project actually, we were into hairdressing, but also we included other components like financial literacy, village saving and loan associations, personal hygiene, psychosocial support. Of course, every team member of my organization is so motivated with this project, and every project they love to talk about is Purpose Art projects. So that has given us a lot of hope. Out of all this, personally, I have a plan that to take this organization to another level, to be a regional organization where we have a branch in Uganda and a branch in South Sudan, and also to see that I increase on the number of the employees from 20 to 50. And of course, for me to do all this, I think I realized that there's one of the gap that I've not yet filled, which is the educational background. Of course, I still feel like my educational background is not enough, and I still want to pursue my bachelor degree and pursue masters. Of course, maybe after masters, that's when I will get married. For now, I am still not thinking about getting married, because my plan is to have my PhD. And yeah, but of course, I found it since I came in 2016, life has not been easy here. Getting this opportunity to go back to school is not easy. There are no universities here, but the universities are also extremely expensive and you have to struggle. And if you can get money for one semester, how about the second semester, how about the third semester? So it's a bit challenging, but of course, these are already things that I put in my plan. And I also plan, like in future, of course, I need to see that this organization is something that is big and I have many projects and as possible, of course. And that's what I had planned. And I really loved working for my community, and I love this work so much. That is what I'm passionate actually, to work with the youth and the young mothers or young women. So that's what I want. And in future, I really want to be like someone who is recognized of the good services offered to youth and women through these projects, through this NGO. And I wanted this NGO to be recognized of the quality services we offer to our people, voluntarily and the best. Thank you so much for listening to my story, and I love you all.